what happened, everybody. On Thursday, okay, so I'm going to have to go back a little bit and tell you a little bit what happened. So for the last couple months, we had a leak under our trailer. And the leak sounded very small, but over the last couple of weeks, of course, it got really larger. It sounded really bad. So finally, on Thursday, we had somebody that came out, crawled under the trailer, took a look at it, and was able to fix it. $500 later, it was fixed. But what happened was, because now we have better water pressure, another leak. So this leak is in the upper part of our house, so it's not under the trailer. But all weekend now, I don't have any water because we had to turn the water off because of the leak, and on Monday, we'll get the same guy out to fix it. He looked under the trailer and he said everything else looked okay with our water lines. So with our cold water lines, everything was great. But now above, we have this leak. And I wasn't going to do a video, and I thought, hey, why not? Because in life, things like this happen. So what am I going to do for 3 days without any running water? So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I am doing in case you're ever under this situation. You know, we always talk about prevention, and we always talk about emergencies in life. And here is an emergency. You know, the first thought is to panic. Oh my word, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I have no water. Then you start realizing, okay, what can I do? As you know, we had a lot of snow, but you know what? These 2 days, it's 60 degrees. We don't have the snow. But last night, before all of it melted, I was gathering up snow so I would have water. I want to share with you just ways that you, if you're in an emergency like me, that you'll be okay. You can stay calm and not get excited. We could have a plumber out today, but then the cost would be enormous because it would be considered an emergency. And it's okay. I can go a couple days without running water. I mean, think about it. Think about countries like Venezuela where they don't even have electric on a daily basis. And water? Come on, a lot of people gone weeks and weeks without any water. So this video is just going to share with you the real life of when you don't have any running water. Yikes! Alright, I just want to show you all that I really don't have running water. Ta-da! There's no running water. We turned the pump off. So, now water is a precious commodity, people. Precious. We can't waste a drop of it now. And that's literally, we can't waste a drop of it. So I washed my hair last night with cold water right before I had to turn the pump off, and so we have these days without it. So my hair is okay. If I had to, I could go down and get a shower at my daughter's, but you know what? We're going to rough it up a little bit and see what's it really like. So let me go outside and show you what I was doing. So I was collecting this water. Some of it has snow in it yet. So I was collecting all this water, and this is what we'll use to boil to wash dishes. And so this will give me enough of water to last me quite a while. So I'll bring this in the house and I'll use it as I need it. Now, if it'd be the summertime, I wouldn't mind it so much because I would have rain barrels. Well, it's just too cold to have rain barrels right now, even though it's like 60 degrees. But next week, they say it's supposed to get down into the 10s and 20s. So, can't have rain barrels. But you find a way. You always find a way. And this is another reason why I always tell you it's so important to have buckets. Always have buckets on hand because you never know when you're going to need them. Right now we need a lot of buckets because I'll show you how I'm collecting some of my water. I'm standing at my well, and what happens is, since all the snow melted, this well fills up with water and then it comes out here. But guess what? I put my buckets here and look, I'm collecting all this water. So this is great. So now I can use this water for dishes and all kinds of things. So I'm going to go ahead and get another bucket because we can have this water to use for dishes. This is clean water that came in the well that was overflowing. So I got to hurry up and get another bucket here and collect this water. All right, I'm not too excited because I have my Berkey water filter and I can use that as well. So having some filter water is great on hand because we can use this to cook with. So I'm set with having this. So we have water to do with dishes, we have water to cook with, and water to flush the toilets. And that we have our own well, and being that we have our own sewer, I'm able to do all these things. So now all we're left is washing your hair, bathing. And so you can give yourself a sponge bath and really clean yourself well. In fact, that's what they did for centuries. And washing your hair, that's easy too. And I'll show you how I wash my hair when we don't even have any running water. How is that going to work? You know what? Things like these happen to anybody, no matter where you live. And a lot of times people get so excited and they panic. You don't need to panic. You just got to think a little bit. So you got to think, okay, how do we work around this problem? And having some things in case of emergency ahead of time is the key, my friends, is the key. For beverages, but we're going to use this to wash your hands and things. Now this was the water that was collected from the pump that was draining out of our well, which our well floods when we have a lot of snow that's melting. So it comes out of that sump pump. So we're going to go put this in the bathroom and this one's in the kitchen. Perfect, people, perfect. You guys are going to find me rather silly, but I want to share with you how you wash your hair if you don't have running water. These things can happen to all of us no matter where we live. Sometimes we don't have water because we need to get our pipes fixed. So I'm going to share with you what we do. So we took the snow and we melted it, and now we heated it on the stove. That's why having things like this help you out. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to put all of our hair in the front of us like this. Then we're going to take our water. Now if you have someone to help you, that's even better, because this is heavy to lift with one hand, but I have done this many times. All right, so now we just had a little water enough to make our hair wet. Now we're going to use a little bit of shampoo. And now we're going to take the rest of our water and rinse it. And it's just as easy as that. If you want to make it easier, if you don't wear a shirt and just have your bra on, that makes it a lot easier because then you don't have your shirt getting wet. But it really is easy to do. It doesn't take long at all. And to give a sponge bath, it's the same basically thing. We're going to put warm water into a basin and you work with your face and you work your way down. And so I hope you enjoyed this. As you know, it can be very stressful when things in our house don't work. But you know what? We try to make the best of it and try to make it as pleasant as we can. And you know what? There's always somebody who has a little bit worse than us. Take care, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, wait a minute. If you guys like videos like these, just wait a second. Have you seen the videos below? That's where I get to share with you all of my life and my vlogs and all the things that I do here on the homestead. Take a look at these videos. I think you'll enjoy them as well.